Hello everyone, my name's Newall, and we're up here. I'll show you real quick. We're up here by EM7834. Farms back down here, as y'all know. And been doing a bit of forestry. I got this whole area. I had that area cleared out already, but I cleared out the rest of this area except for these trees that are about to finish losing their leaves. Last day of autumn, about 12:46 p.m. here in game. I'm gonna hop in the pickup here, take it back down to the farm, and show you what I've done down there. So we take a look. So here in the near future, this is all gonna be a field, I think. Either a field or more placeables. I haven't fully decided. But up here right in front of me is where I did before, and now, like I said, I've done all back there. So I've been busy. Definitely been busy. So we're gonna get back down to the farm though. Been doing a little landscape work back there, a little tree removal. If anyone saw Six Wheelin's Discord, I wasn't able to landscape the land behind the house and stuff like that. It stayed as a hill. I wasn't able to flatten it out or nothing. Well, turns out if you press F4, it brings it up like this, and you can see the stumps under the ground. And thankfully, that lizard Trex, which you're about to see right up here, T-Rex, Trex, right there, that tracked machine. I was able to go around and get all the stumps, and gonna make another field up here. Got all this flattened out. I could go back even farther, but I'd have to do more forestry work first. And this was, if you remember, it was all hills, grassy hills, and I had a barley field up on top of the one. Well, the barley field's gone. I had to sacrifice that. But now I'll be able to have some extra arable fields. And I'm hoping here on the last day of autumn we can get something plowed and planted. I probably won't do that on the video. I'll probably do the plowing in the video, even though I've already done a couple of videos of plowing. But still making more fields here in Grizzly. Let me show you one other thing I did. I went back in because I had updated the map. Out of the Giant's Mouth, it took away the ability to paint grass. But I added it back into the XML and I'm able to paint grass again. So, been busy. Been pretty busy. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is jump in the 8530 again. And hook up to the ripper. And we'll get ripping that field. Conveniently enough, everything was still put away from last time. So, pretty easy to find this stuff. So I'm thinking go ahead, turn on our create fields, drop it down, and sorry, I had to cough. And we're just gonna go for it from here. Get it fairly close to old Bill's cabin there, but not too close. And I don't want to take up this path or get too far up on this little bit of hill that's still there. Didn't quite flatten all the way out and kind of smooth back in with the smoothing tool. Go up in here just a little bit. No, don't want to get it up on this really steep hill. Then I'll just have to paint the grass back in anyway, which is no big deal, so I guess it really don't matter. But this was part of my original plan for Grizzly before I had the issues with the stumps. I was in the process of flattening out more of this land like I already have, and it wouldn't let me do it, and I couldn't figure out why for the longest time. And then today, for some reason, just pressing buttons, pressing F4, made the grid pop up, like you saw just a little while ago, and I felt so silly, man. Especially once I got the Trex up here and started realizing I could grind stumps. I was like, oh man, it could have been like this the whole time already. But it's like it now, and I probably won't go too much farther back anyway, seeing as how we're at the bottom of the mountain for the most part already. That looks pretty good right there. Not a monstrously big field, but this will give us, let me think, I got 3, 4, this will give us 5 arable fields. The one other arable field I had was replanted with grass. That's the one behind the cow barn. And then if I do, where you saw at the beginning of the video, where I did the forestry area, if I do up there, that'll give me 6 arable fields. Which should end up turning out, hopefully halfway decent. I'm hoping, anyways. So if Windows Movie Maker will cooperate, I'm going to turn this on a time lapse. I say if Windows Movie Maker will cooperate, because that's what I use right now to edit my videos with, and lately it's been corrupting everything. I go to trim a clip, it corrupts the file, and I gotta start over. It don't corrupt it completely, thankfully, it just corrupts the project. But yeah, if Windows Movie Maker will let me do it, I'm gonna do a time lapse while I finish plowing and liming, and if not, I'm just gonna keep talking anyway, just in case. And this actually ain't taking too long at all, so maybe not. Maybe scratch all that. This actually didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Yeah, scratch the time lapse. Note to self, scratch the time lapse. I guess it's a note to everybody now. So yeah, this actually ain't taking that long at all. I am gonna need to install, I don't like them, the placeable tree packs, because I don't like them because they end up putting trees in your garage. I don't know if there's one out there that doesn't do that, but all the ones that I've had so far, if you buy a tree to place it, it's in your garage and then you could sell it too, which I think is a little weird. But I do want to get some sort of trees just to fill in these open areas like around the house and the greenhouses and stuff like that. Wow, and that's done already. Lift it up, fold it up, turn off create fields. And I'll get this put away. And actually put it away. Unlike I've been known to do in the past and just leave it out. My little half a pallet of wool I've been saving forever. That's from when I had the sheep where this grass dryer building is. I used to have them right there when I first started. And when I got the animal pen extension to do the water, it was spawning right inside of the sheep building. And inside of the sheep building also happens to be an animal dealer trigger point, and it wasn't working with that one. So that's why the sheep, oh no, don't unfold it yet. That's why the sheep ended up over there next to the cows. Quick little story time there. Alright, how do I turn this on? B. Alright. So get this limed up really quick. And I do gotta get my fields sprayed before they get snow on them, because they're not all quite, they're at that first growth stage where I should have already sprayed them, but I just haven't had the time doing all the forestry work and whatnot. But I am gonna have to try to get that done. Probably not on video. I'm just thinking out loud of the stuff I gotta get done. I gotta go turn the sawmill back on. I shut that off too. Darn it, I forgot about that. The pallets were all full over there, so I got them loaded up on the flatbed, took them down. Because when I started playing tonight, I only had about $16. And I got a maxed out bank loan to pay back at some point. I own most of my machines by now, but there is still a few that are on lease that I need to return, just buy the machine outright, but I just haven't had the money quite yet. Haven't had enough harvest. It's one thing about seasons, it makes it a lot tougher to be able to just like plant a field, fertilize it, harvest it, plant it, fertilize it, harvest it, like you can normally do in the base game without seasons, without having to wait all these many days to go by, you know. But I can't play without seasons. Big supporter of the mod. get that whole area. And just about close enough. Oh, I missed a little bit. Let's just circle back, get that. I know I missed a little bit back there too, but that's a itty bitty spot compared to a little sliver like that. I definitely want to get covered. And there we are. Look at that. 2 jobs done in 1 video. How do you like me now? So actually, I'm gonna have to fill it up before I do it. But I was gonna say, I might actually have time to get that planted real quick, or at least start it. Because that is something that's got to be done right now. I mean, I guess you can plant winter wheat with that menu say. All the way to the 3rd day of winter, but I think it's better the earlier to get it in. Would be better. Man, if I could back this thing up. There we go. Now I got it. So I'll just leave that right there like that. Come on in here in this building. Come here, little planter. We're gonna need you. Thought you were done for the year, but I guess not. I wonder if I have enough seed left in my own silo of the seed I made. Because I do have the seed maker over here. I just don't know if I used it all the last time or not. I was using this little silo to store it in. I didn't know how much the machine held, so I just took it out of there and put it in this little silo right next to it. Still pretty convenient. I have 103 bushels. That's just pouring on the ground right now. Good job. Good job. If I look in here, alright, my spray rates are already all the way down. If you look at the bottom of the help menu, 100 liters per hectare acre is the lowest I can go. Bring it all the way up to... Oh, you can bring it up quite a bit. Or as soon as you turn it on, it's going to be gone. But no, it does the same thing having it turned all the way down as it does all the way up, I think. I've never noticed the difference. So let's get this on over here. Get it unfolded. And I want to do barley, right? I already got a field of oats. I got a couple fields of wheat. I'll do 1 of barley. Or I could do canola. Nah, I never do barley. Let's do barley. That's one of them crops I just never find myself doing. I don't even think I've done it in FS19. And if I have, it's only been through contract work. It's never been one of my own fields. I don't know why. I never feel like barley paid very good. And if you hear me keep moving my mic, it's because I'm trying to avoid picking up my own breathing. It's one of them things that just drives me bonkers. I don't know why, and I know probably nobody even notices it really. It's not like I'm a heavy breather or nothing. I just use a headset mic, so it's close to my mouth, and when you breathe, when you exhale, obviously you exhale at your nose, and it goes right down onto that mic. Dude, that's not gonna work. I did get it. Well, I guess let's just go back this way then. This field's almost like too flat to be Grizzly Mountain. You can tell I did it with the tool. Compared to like the field past that tree line behind the sawmill when I did that, and I had trouble getting all the certain spots, you know what I mean? Because I never flattened that one out. I just plowed it and worked it the way it was. But this flattened out really nice. I'll have to go back through and put a little bit of grass around the edge of it. So let's do that right now real quick. Okay, where am I? I'm gonna fill that in anyway. Fill that in. Fill all that in. Something like, even if I cut into the field a little bit, that'll be okay too. But I was thinking something like that. Just, you know, to give a little cushion between the brown dirt and the field. Looks a bit normal. Looks a bit more normal to me. Anyways. Oh, did it skip a spot? It did. And this is the spot where it might start skipping a little. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I got up on the hill a little bit right there. Same thing through here. It might do it just a little bit. But if I just swipe that at a different angle, it should take right care of it. But yeah, as I get this finished up, give me, not us. Bad habit of saying us too. I know you guys are the viewers and you're joining me in this adventure, but at the same time, like, this is my save game, you know. But I guess it really don't matter. Giving us 5 fields. I don't know why. I've never known which way to say us or me or I or you or they or I don't know. I'm weird. Don't mind me. Just a wee bit of Newall ramblings. For a little bit of time I've been doing this now, you think I'd have more of this figured out than I do, but I don't. I almost sort of look like I do sometimes, but I don't. So if I start hitting this in the right spot, it should actually be done fairly quick. Should be right about there. Let's see if I come back this way a little bit more inwards. There we go. Took care of that spot. Now should take care of it. Oh, it's skipping through there a little bit. Skip, 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 skip. Make me plant the same ground 18 times in one game. I'm hoping. Also, one last thing. You guys can let me know if you end up watching the video this long. My last video was recorded during the day when I had an empty house. I think I even mentioned that. So it was very easy to talk my own normal volume. Today's video, it's 1:46 in the morning, and I'm trying to talk loud enough to make a video, but not so loud I wake up the rest of the house. So hopefully you guys can hear everything okay. I mean, I do turn it up as much as I can, but I never really watch even any of your guys' streams or videos that you see me pop up, and I never watch it on my phone. So I don't know how good the audio comes through a phone or a tablet compared to my computer headphones. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. But yeah, no random log truck in this video either. I turn course playback off for the time being. I was trying to think of something different I could do, but I didn't have a cool idea this time. But you guys have to let me know too what you thought of the random logging truck in the beginning. The last one, if you saw it. I thought it was a cool idea anyway. But there we go. So that's another arable field. Got to show you guys everything I've been working on as far as the forestry wise, forestry wise, getting my landscaping tool figured out. I didn't want to make a whole video like this while I was grinding the stumps explaining what happened. But that's what happened. I was cutting the trees too low to the ground where the stump was staying below the visible ground anyway. And yeah, my Bluetooth wand, thanks to Late Night with Bull for this one. And come on, get it clean. Yeah, I just felt so silly. I was like, oh man, I should have known. That's why I couldn't landscape, that there was still some, at least remnant of a stump. Like, none of them were very big, and they were just like at that ground level where the grass texture makes it invisible without doing that. Oh, look at the water. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, put back in the shed. Nothing more exciting going on here today on Grizzly Mountain Farms. That was the main thing that I definitely had to get done before it got any colder outside. Oh, I know, one last thing we can do. Trash needs to go out again. I almost forgot. Don't want to forget that. So, we'll put that through. Any more logging trucks? I think it's safe. Cows are still doing good. Sheep are doing good. Turn on their water for them. Alright, friends, family, subscribers, farming friends, anybody else. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are liking what I'm doing with Grizzly. I know Grizzly's been out almost since the start of FS19 and FDR. Does an amazing job with all his maps, but this is, what, his oldest map. And it's not even that old. Oldest map for FS19. But it's the only real logging map besides Beaver Creek where you have a place to even sell your crops, you know. His other ones are good, like Rogue River I really liked, and Port Murray. They were both good maps as well. They just didn't have that crop sell point. I wish more forestry maps did, because I would get a lot more playability out of them, like I've done here. Which I think, even just looking at this section of Grizzly, let's fly up in the air. Just looking at the section of Grizzly that I've touched so far, let's call this my drone. Send my drone up in the air. But it's almost unrecognizable compared to what it looks like in the beginning. Because right here, which one was it? I think where that road is behind those first set of sheds, I think is where I originally started, I want to say, but it's been so long now. But thank you again, everybody, for watching this video. I hope I didn't keep you for too long, and I hope you liked it, and I hope I see everyone down in the comment section. As good friend Old Timer Dave says, if you're gonna dislike the video, please leave me a comment telling me why. A little shout out to OTD. Alright guys, take care.